Today I want to talk about travel and why I enjoy traveling so much and what's important for me about traveling. And yes, I've gone places and done the selfie thing where you just go and take a selfie everywhere you go just to say you went there. But to me, travel's a little bit more than that. And I really do enjoy getting to know a culture and learning more about the culture and the beliefs of a certain area. When I went to Peru, I made it a point to speak to the locals about their traditions, their legends, their beliefs, just to get to understand these people a little bit more. The same thing in England and Scotland, and everywhere I go, I try to learn a little bit more about their local history and traditions and legends especially. And that brings us here today. We're in the Selkirk Mountains, literally 10 miles away from Canada. And the big legend here is this guy. BigFoot. I know, but let's explore this a little bit more and get into detail and talk about the legends and beliefs, and is Bigfoot real? So I've come to the Selkirk Mountains, literally 10 miles from Canada. The border is right there. And it is beautiful. I mean, it's really incredible. Apparently the majority of Bigfoot sightings happen here. So if there's a chance I'm gonna see a Bigfoot, it's gonna be here. Every country, every state, everything, there's always these different legends. Growing up in Costa Rica, we had El Chupacabra. In New Jersey, we had the Jersey Devil. On the West Coast, we have Bigfoot. And these are more than legends. To some people, these are reality, and I want to explore that a little bit more. There's a lot of non-believers, and there's a lot of people that have seen Bigfoot, have seen footprints. The smell is another big thing that everybody agrees with. Everybody says the smell, the stench of this animal or being is tremendous. So I don't smell anything yet, not even myself, so I think we're good for now. The fact that for so many people this is a real thing, it definitely got me thinking, and how can this be? How can so many people believe in something and a lot of other people don't? But yet, how do we know if it exists? I haven't seen a cougar in a while, but we know they're there. So how can we prove or disprove that Bigfoot is here? So first we're gonna go hunting. We gotta go see if we find anything, and then I'll give you some of my thoughts. For me, photography has always been continued education, because every time I photograph something, it's usually something that interests me, and then I have to research it, find out a little bit more about it, the names, the reactions, how it behaves. For example, I recently did a video on hummingbirds, and I had to learn about their behavior, what they eat, how shy they are, their mannerism. There's so many different things about this little bird that I had to research in order to photograph it and get better pictures, which is interesting when you're trying to take a picture of a Bigfoot. How do you research something that there's only been one photograph? It's very hard to research and understand and find out what kind of food you give it. How do you attract one? How do you look for it? Where do you look? So this is something that's been very, very difficult. And I guess I'm just gonna wait and see if it comes to me. So we went out searching today and we didn't really find much. There's evidence of bear and elk and some deer, but no Bigfoot. I know this might sound like it's really far out for a lot of people, but the more I dig into it, the more plausible it seems. And doing some of these research I've been doing, I came across a theory that to me makes a lot of sense. And that's, let's go back to basics here. So we think we see with our eyes and that we feel with our hands or skin. But in reality, these are electrical signals that are interpreted by our brain. And think of it as our brain is decoding our senses in channel 2. Channel 6, channel 4, channel 350 are still there, but we're not decoding them. We can't perceive them. And what if some of these creatures are in channel 2 and sometimes they blend in with channel 2 or channel 4 if they interfere with the channel that we're on? And this might sound a little bit crazy, but in 2009, that's when the world switched from analog TV to digital TV. Astronomers had a field day. They started finding all kinds of new stars in the sky because analog TV worked on 700 megahertz and 800 megahertz frequency, and this was blocking our ability to see stars. So what if there's something similar with some of these beings? It's plausible. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. It's just a theory that to me was very interesting. It makes sense in many ways. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm just researching, opening my mind, and exploring different cultures. That's what I like to do. I don't have to agree with it to play around with it. So I'm just curious. Let me know your thoughts. I really do enjoy spending time outdoors, and this has been an awesome adventure. I know I'm not going to find Bigfoot, or I don't think I'm going to find a Bigfoot. It's just interesting theory, and I like coming out and just spending some time outside. I am going to spend the night here on the cliff. I don't sleepwalk, hopefully. But we'll just keep going in the morning. Let's see what happens tonight, if we find something, if we see anything. There was one more thing I forgot to mention. So what we know or what we see, the visible light spectrum is 0.2 of the light spectrum out there. So we can't see X-ray, we can't see gamma rays, we can't see Wi-Fi, but yet these things exist. We need devices to be able to see these things. That's kind of what I'm talking about. We're able to see 0.2 of what's out there. So let that sink in here for a minute. What else is there that we can't see? And it really does open up possibilities. Some people would say that camping is roughing it and that you don't have your conveniences, and you know, they're right. I can't believe I forgot my sugar. So I had a great time looking for Bigfoot. I knew I wasn't gonna find any because I don't know. I kind of had a feeling, but I had a fabulous time. I want to thank Jen Hatch at the Mountain Refuge Ranch and Epic Selkirk Adventures for this wonderful opportunity. If you're ever in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, or in Selkirk Mountains, it was a 2-hour drive for me, and it was amazing. What an awesome opportunity to wake up in the morning with sunrise and listen to the birds and look at the sun and the clouds just move across the landscape, and this cliffside tent is awesome. I highly recommend it. So I'll put the link in the description below. And I think this is it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you next time. Bye.